Hey y'all, sorry my AC's like, I don't know if y'all hear that yet. Y'all probably hear my air conditioner going. I got one of those little wall ACs that recently got. Sorry about that if it's loud, but that's neither here nor there. This is a video by your boy A6, and we're gonna talk about this. What just happened? Now, y'all saw that footage, right? If anybody tries to justify that shit, you got problems. You got serious issues. And let's talk about it. That shit is so bad. It's so bad. And I don't know if y'all really paid any attention to that. They literally hit that man in his face. He didn't do nothing. They hit that man in his face. Is that not crazy that they can do some shit like that? If you don't have a problem with that, you got issues. Because I have a huge problem with that. Cops shouldn't be able to do that. Like, that's assault. That man, he got assaulted by these police officers. I mean, if y'all don't call that assault, I don't know what assault is then. Because I'm like, had I went up to a man and hit a man in his face, I would go to jail for that. I think it's bogus that cops get this qualified immunity. Like, essentially, they can commit crimes and get away with it. And they can walk away scot-free. And they're the only group of people that can do that. They wouldn't if you joined the military and you did some stuff like that, you would be in prison. You would get discharged. You would honestly get discharged. They would discharge you, no question. Like, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Let's continue the video, so I'm gonna let y'all see.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
So let me get this straight. The only reason why he lost his job is because of that dash cam footage being online, everybody seeing it. And that's why this is why I say there's no such thing as a good cop. People say there are good cops. No, there's not. There are good people that are cops. There's no such thing as a good cop. That is straight up. That's a criminal act right there. If any civilian would have did that to a cop, you're arrested. Or if you do it to another civilian, you're getting arrested. Heck, if you do that to a cop, you might get shot. You're probably getting shot. You're at least getting tased. It baffles me that people are okay with this kind of behavior. If a cop acts like that, like the fact that cop did that, I guarantee that's not his first time doing that. He's so crooked. He's an evil person. I ain't gonna lie. That man that did that was wrong. And it's the people that were around him, the other 4 cops that were with him, they all should have lost their job too for watching that. They allowed that to happen. And they knew that man was gonna do some crazy stuff like that. And they didn't take it. That's just downright ridiculous. But that's what they do. And I mean, when is enough gonna be enough? How many more videos do we gotta see before people actually understand that these cops are so evil? These cops are so evil. But I mean, it's just, you know what? They get away with stuff like that. Hell, if anything, the man could probably sue the state. And the worst part about it, we're the ones that gotta suffer for that. Not him. He's not getting thrown into prison or jail or anything like that. Honestly, I think, hear me out. I don't know. Y'all watch that show 60 Days In? Basically, that's a show about these people that go to jail, these cops, or a lot of them are cops, and they go to jail for 60 days to see if they can last. I ain't gonna lie, that should be a requirement for every cop. If you want to be a cop, you should have to go to jail for 60 days and be in there with all the inmates. That way, we'll get the right people in there. That way, that's why jails and prisons are so bad now. Because they don't make anybody, these cops, they get to do whatever the hell they want. And honestly, they do a lot of crime. Cops get to do so much crime and get away with it. And I don't get it. They say nobody's above the law, but they are. They'll pull you over and give you a ticket for speeding when they're driving faster than you are. I can't tell you how many times Like, I'll never forget this one time I got pulled over by a cop. I got pulled over by this cop because he rode my bumper. He rode my bumper, followed me for at least a mile. And the worst part about it, he pulled me over saying I was speeding. And I was only speeding because he was riding my bumper. It was at night, so I couldn't really see him. I wasn't paying any attention. I just saw the lights in my, like, you know, I don't know if y'all ever get when, like, y'all know how people get real close to you when you're driving, and like you can see their lights, like their brights all in your rear view mirror. I had that. So I sped up a little bit. The speed limit was 35. I only went 52. Quote unquote, I only went 52. I mean, that's what he said I went. I mean, whatever. I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt because he could have said I went anything. He didn't have any proof of it. He didn't show me any proof. So I'm just gonna say quote unquote 52. But I went 17 over, whatever. I mean, I guess that's a reason to pull somebody over. My only problem is the only reason why I did that is because he rode my bumper so hard. He literally was following me. But I mean, you really don't get to say anything, but I'm just gonna let this video play.
Stop fighting! Stop fighting! Put your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
What makes that even more annoying, the fact that they pulled him over for headlights, a headlight reason, and it was daytime. Nobody rides in the daytime with their headlights on. I mean, some cars are automatic, so yeah, people do, but nobody ever gets pulled over for that. They were peeking with this guy, and they just wanted him to be a criminal. And basically, the cop got frustrated because he was requesting for a supervisor, asking, what did I do? He essentially just asked, what did I do that was wrong? And they brutalized him for it. They beat and brutalized him. He's going to have PTSD for the rest of his life. And people wonder why black people don't like cops. You see this video right here? This is common. This happens to us all the time. People don't care. That's why Rodney King was so. That's why the riots in LA happened, because that was so common, and people finally got to see what we deal with, and we tore that shit up. And I mean, to be honest, that's a good thing that we did that. We need to start doing that more often. I'm gonna be honest. The black community should do that shit more often. We should tear shit up. When shit like this happens, we need to tear the city up. Tear the city up until they realize, okay, we gotta stop doing this shit. Otherwise, we're gonna lose everything. But until then, shit like this will keep happening. So, black people, I mean, I say it like this: get ready. I mean, let's start tearing shit up now. But I mean, I'm gonna be a bad guy for saying that. People will call me crazy for saying that. But I mean, that's the real thing about it. That's what we should.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
This is crazy. They pulled this man out the car and beat him even more. I mean, this, like I said, is common. This is what happened to Rodney King. I mean, what's the difference between this and what happened to Rodney King? I mean, Rodney King was beat worse. Don't get it twisted. He was definitely beat worse. But it's just the fact that it's the same thing. People say a lot of stuff's changed. No, it hasn't. Everything's the same. The only thing is just a different year. It's a different year, and he didn't get beat as bad. But are we going to be like, it's okay now because he didn't get beat as bad? I mean, I genuinely don't get it. This is why black people really hate the cops. And I mean, white people say, oh, that happens to us too. And I'm like, I'm not denying that. It does happen to y'all too. I'm not going to disagree. I'm just saying it's the reason why I'm speaking up about it with black people specifically is because this is why we don't like cops. When we, like, it's like why I say, you will meet racist white people, one of the most racist things they can say to you is, I'm going to call the cops on you. That's the most racist thing they can say to you. Like, it's not no worse as they say it's that action right there. It's what they tell you right there. That is the most racist thing that they can tell you. Because more than likely, you know what's going to happen when the cops get there. They know what happens when the cops get around us. They know how our lives instantly become in danger. Because the way that they treat us, the way the government treats us, they treat us like we're dogs. But I mean, I know why, and I'm going to have a class on why. But that's why I say I made me a whole new YouTube channel. And my other YouTube channel is going to be the one that I'm going to make specific content on. This one, oh, I'm going to be unfiltered. I don't care. I'm going to say what is ever on my mind anytime. I mean, I don't care if I don't ever make money on this YouTube channel. YouTube, y'all better not take my shit down either. Because I know how y'all are. But, yeah, let's get back into the video.
Stop fighting! Fight! Put your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking. What's going on, man? You're under arrest. That's what's going on. Yes, bro. Yes.
Now, I just got to the worst part about the video. I don't know if y'all looked at what it said. It said all three of those cops, none of them captured that punch on body cam. This is why I say you need to record every time you get pulled over. Black or not, I don't care. I'm gonna tell this to black people though, for sure. Every time you get pulled over, you have an interaction with the cops, you need to pull out your phone and start recording. This is why you need to record. If that man didn't record this, he would have got beat. Who knows what they would have did? Who knows? Who knows? That's the only reason why this cop lost his job is because that man recorded this footage with a dash cam. If he didn't record any of that, we wouldn't even known about this. And that's the scary part to me, is because these cops probably wasn't even going to release the body cam footage, because a lot of times they do that. And I think that's criminal. I think that's the most criminal thing you can do as a cop, is not release the body. I think the government, like, there should be there should be some type of group that intervenes, like, hey, nah, we getting that body cam. That, like, but I think body cams should stay on. They should never be off. They should never turn off. The fact that they turn off, that they have to turn them on, is a problem, because God knows what they do with, God knows if they don't even want to turn them bitches on. If they, just imagine if none of them, like, honestly, none of them probably even had their body cams on when they was doing that. They were beating that man. They were beating that man senseless. The same thing will happen to Rodney King. It's just somebody recorded that. And when people recorded that, they saw what happened. And you know what our folks did? They tore that shit up. They tore LA up. The LA Rise is some of the biggest shit that was popping off. But hey, shout out to that brother, man. I hope he okay, and I hope he sues them for over $100 million. I hope that state gets sued for over $100 million, because rightfully so, he deserves that. After what they did to him right there, he absolutely deserves it. I mean, there's no justifying that. If you try to justify that, you're part of the problem. You're probably racist. Well, actually, you're not probably racist. I know you are. I mean, I ain't gonna ask no question. You're either racist or you are a cop, and you are racist. So I mean, there's no difference. But I mean, that's what cops were designed to be. They created police during slavery to patrol slaves. A lot of people don't know that. That's what they did. Their whole goal is to tear black people up. It's this, they're always supposed to brutalize, beat us, and throw us in prisons and jailhouses. That's like the way black people are, the way they treat us over here. The way this government treats us, they treat us as less than animals. I was gonna say they treat us like animals, but nah, we get treated less than. Because they throw us up in cages and they beat us to death. They don't even beat their dogs to death. They'll throw them in cages though. I think it's ridiculous the fact that man had to even plead guilty of anything. After watching that video, whatever he did, that was not a reason for them to do all of that. Whatever he did, he didn't do nothing bad enough to get beat like that. He didn't fight none of them. He didn't try to fight them back or nothing. He just sat there. He sat there and all they did was brutalize and beat him. But I mean, y'all seen it. What else do I need to say?